Well, there are those people who, their Minecraft Pocket Edition was fairly successful. Even Survival Craft, which was just a clone, had 500,000 installs.
But it was also just one video that was
That's true. But with this, you can, if you only had the 5 minutes on the toilet, wherever, you can play the match 3. But if you really wanted a more immersive experience, or if you wanted to sit down and play, you could do that as well.
Did anything get to a location first to play match 3? You don't automatically play matches, right?
Yes.
That's in mine. So after the first of the full gameplay that I might not necessarily want to.
Not exactly. So we have different worlds. You just select the one you want to go to and play the match through. That's it. And then you have increased difficulty, just like kind of Candy Crush type. But you don't have to actually go through the process. You can just collect either an inventory, which you can share with your friends later, or you can join a group with your friends and then share.
I'm sorry, we're on the split that like 2 minutes per question. So I'm afraid we need
Too many cooks in the kitchen, maybe?
What's that?
Too many cooks in the kitchen?
Well, I think it's fantastic. Yeah. So, but no, thank you guys very much. Our dinner by 11 o'clock. That's all.
So, Jeremy, while the second group is setting up, can I just add that congratulations for taking the bullet and going first?
Yeah.
That's
Oh, yeah.
My name is Bowen Yao.
My name is Jeff Xiao.
I'm Austin Spiegel.
And I'm Aditya Valvi. We are Floor 7 Studios, and this is Metropolis 7.
Metropolis 7 is a game where real-time tactics meets cops and robbers. Two factions with differing abilities vie for control of the city.
Our company is Floor 7 Studios. I'm the president and producer, Bowen Yao.
I'm Jeff Xiao, lead programmer, specializing in networking.
I'm Austin Spiegel. I'm the lead designer. I'll be working on the tactical gameplay.
And I'm Aditya Valvi. I'm the lead artist, and I've been working with 3D World.
Our previous game was Cops and Robbers, built here at USC's Advanced Game Project class. Over the course of 1 year, a team of 17 designers, artists, and engineers come together and make this game 1 versus 1 network games. And now we would like to take it to the next level, Metropolis 7.
Metropolis 7 was humanity's dream, a city where people of all different backgrounds could live in equality. But unfortunately, due to humanity's predisposition to greed, divisions were formed, and 2 factions now fight for control of the city.
The first of the factions is led by the director. He controls all of the security forces in Metropolis 7. His main goal is to protect city infrastructure, as well as maintain peace and order.
The second faction is led by the Patriarch, who controls the rogue forces. While the numbers are few, they are really talented.
So here's a mock-up screenshot of our game. What we would like to add is from the Cops and Robbers game is procedural city generation, which will increase replayability, as well as citizen AI, which will provide players with interesting choices. Our game's inspiration comes from Ocean's 11 and other heist movies, but our gameplay inspiration actually comes from FTO Faster Than Light. In FTO, you play as the ship's captain and order your crew around. In our game, you will play either as the director or the Patriarch and order your team of agents around the city.
Metropolis 7 features asymmetrical gameplay. 2 factions with differing resources, different gameplay, and different objectives will have the same level of fun.
So the security force's main goal is to protect the city from the rogue forces. In this in-game screenshot, we have in the center a detected rogue agent surrounded by the police force's variety of units. They have many different cops and police forces at their disposal.
The goal of the rogue forces is to cause chaos within the city, and they can do this by targeting key buildings. As you can see, the yellow building is targeted by 2 black rogues there.
In addition, the rogues are undetected. As you can see in the center of the screen, they are black colored, and then there is a detected rogue on the left-hand side of the screen. As the game progresses, the chaos in the city increases, and this pushes the game from a stealth-based game to a more of an open combat type game. As you can see from this top-down screenshot, this is a very chaotic situation. Here you see the security forces are bringing in their heavy armor, which only activates when the emergency level in the city has reached a critical point. And the rogue forces are taking the high ground and trying to engage them in open combat.
Citizens respond to the chaos within the city be both detrimental and beneficial to both players. Here you can see a mob attacking the security cars.
Also, the rogue forces have a special interaction with the citizens. They can try to incite them to riot. Here you see that there is a rogue agent trying to incite this mob to riot, while the police forces are gathered along the side trying to placate the mob. You can tell by the color difference. We created Cops and Robbers using the Unity engine, and we are going to build on that, so we'll be using the Unity engine again for Metropolis 7. We're trying to add the procedural city generation as well as the citizen AI.
Here we have a demo video of our procedural generation system. The system draws roads first and then fills in the blank areas with glass-like structures. This lends itself to the dystopian feel. We're hoping to render our units in the same fashion.
So for our game, we would like to ask for $14.99 on Steam with additional monetization options through downloadable content such as map pack, character packs, and so on. For 10 internal employees and 8 contractors over the course of 12 months, we would like to ask for $1.2 million. Once again, I'm Paul Yao.
I'm Jeff Xiao.
I'm Austin Spiegel.
And with the Devolvi, we are Flow 7 Studios, and this was Metropolis 7.
Thank you.
Okay, before we get to Q&A, it turns out the form needed the title of the game added to it. So I've added that now. If you still have the old version of the form and you've written notes or something, just make sure that the first note says Metropolis 7 so I can make that work. But from now on, when you reload the page, it'll say game/team name. So sorry about that.
Any questions?
Yeah, now, next
So,
team. go ahead and get
so
ready.
first of all, it was really nice to see mocked up gameplay screens, which is something that we don't always see in these pitches. So good job of taking the effort to put those together. On a similar note, though, in the terms of graphics, your second slide showed a very engaging image of a character chasing, a cop chasing a robber, which started to pull me into your pitch, got me very excited about it. The next slide, you slammed a whole bunch of names up in front of me, and it completely killed the momentum for me, because I wanted to find out more about the game you were building and the world you were talking about, which you then got to with the next slide. So I would recommend in any of your future pitches, move that team slide, either make it all up front, make it all informational, this is who we are, and then launch into the story in the game, or save it to the end when you're talking about the financials and the team structure, things like that.
So
Thank you.
We were given advice to do both of those things, but we didn't actually, we ended up heading into the both, so that caused a problem.
Pick one or the other next
Yeah.
time, obviously.
Any other questions?
How come your designer wasn't talking when we talked about design?
This is just how we divided the slide.
It's super important when you get your crazy wild-eyed passion guy that waves his arms around and be like, something you'll never see.
That demo we showed was actually a subversion demo.
Yeah. The contribution software?
It'd be good to, especially if we can work with it, because that'll save a lot of time. You put numbers up here, and so you're like, this is how much we want to try to put this and stuff like that. Generally speaking, it's probably not the best idea to actually put numbers on that stuff. Talk about how you run the seller, because publishers are going to have their own ideas about what the cost of it. It's better to let them fill in the blanks with you or make that part of the business conversation as opposed to you giving stats.
How much is the cost of the game?
Are you asking me if I believe that number?
No, just do we offer $14.99 as an option, or we just say, hey, we just want to sell this?
Just say, I'd like to sell it on Steam, that's kind of an upfront price because that's like what it's paying. But I wouldn't necessarily put a number, because that number is going to be determined by kind of like what your loyalty rate is, right? What your take home is.
We kind of have to do expense sheets, so we're like, we got to slap a number
Yeah. So I think that's great advice. We had asked them to come up with what their price was going to be and stuff, but I think this long term that's really good advice.
It's good to have in the back of your head, but don't self-publishing what the price is. It's great that you end up self-publishing or do something else with it, or end up getting VC funding.
Thank you.
I was making a comment saying storytelling is actually great. Ask your question, though, please.
Okay, so my question is, RTS is going to be a little cold and listen.
Yeah.
What do you have in mind to draw the player in? What do you have in mind to make the player care about what's going on?
Is this close to books and synapse actually?
Not quite. It's way higher level, so you're starting across the city and you're just trying to warn civilians around those cities and stuff like that.
And it's asynchronous.
That would be fine.
Okay, I thought you said this.
No, we said some
Asymmetrical.
real-time strategy.
So I think we're trying to work on, well, we have a really immersive story, and we want to play that up, but we're,
One of the other things that we're doing is emphasizing the expert level characters. While the security forces have only a few, the rogue forces have a lot. And one of the things we're talking about is maybe making a character pack or something like that, where we would license characters or make well-known type characters such as Jason Bourne or other agents. Something that would be interesting and allow you to select your own team, basically.
We also went more into the story, but in 5 minutes when we start throwing out like key turns, people were like, whoa, I don't know where you're at now, so we kind of cut that down for sure.
It's cheaper to hire a writer than it is to license Jason Bourne.
DLC. Hoping for that.
Stay away from licensing.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, cool. We've had a couple things. We have another judge. This is Jorge Garrido. Jorge was in this class a few years ago. He's currently with the Odd Gentlemen, who are mostly graduates from USC. Also, for the new judges, if you go to CTIN488.net/pitch, that's where the form is that we're filling out to do the judging. So you don't need the piece of paper. But hey, if you want a piece of paper, it's okay.
Hey, Jerry, can I use this more?
Oh, yeah. Hey, thanks, guys.
We have Jeff Dixon and Holden Link. They are Jeff's lead programmer and Holden's the producer at Astrovacancy.
Cool. Thanks for coming, guys.
Good evening. We are Interstellar, and I'm the president, Julie Guerra.
I'm executive producer Michael Goulas.
I'm lead designer, Uni9. I'm lead programmer, George Lee.
Our game is called Astro Vacancy. Interstellar was formed in 2011. We're graduates of the University of Southern California, and we pride ourselves in making the best games in the escape the room genre.
The game that we're presenting to you tonight is Astro Vacancy. The game you find you're an astronaut hurtling through space in your one-man spacecraft, and all of a sudden, boom, crash. All of a sudden, there's terrible malfunction, and all your communications are cut off. You find yourself drifting through space, and the goal is to go and repair the systems on your ship in the form of small, intimate puzzles. You go from one puzzle to another. You strum along through the story, and slowly you go and build different parts where you learn more and more about the universe and why you're here, and who sent you and what your mission is, and you get to go and play with all sorts of, you can go and play with more traditional escape the room puzzles where it's going and appending different objects you find to create tools for yourself, or going and playing with the zero gravity environment like using water to solve puzzles because of its unique characteristics of space.
We have given up two escape the room games. One is called Close, the other one is called Rapture of Depths. They are all built on Unity, and we have a lot of experience on that. Unity, the engine itself is easy to use, and we can recruit more people if we want to.
So our previous two titles were fairly successful in terms of sales. Closed sold 50,000 units, and Rapture of the Deep sold 150,000 units. And it should be noted that these sales figures were achieved without any official publishing
publisher or sort of marketing campaign. So we believe that with an official publisher on board and with some actual marketing, we could significantly boost the sales of our latest title, Astro Vacancy.
For competitors, we consider the room, mystery case files, and doors and rooms as our competitors. They are all, we consider them as escape the room kind of puzzle games, and they all each sell over 1 million units. And I think we will have a competitive edge because our unique setting in the space, and we can make different unique puzzles with zero gravity environments.
So why Astro Vacancy? Well, first of all, we are capitalizing on a market with high demand, as shown by the aforementioned popular titles such as Door and Escape from Ravenhurst. Those escape the room games have been very popular. Additionally, because of the relatively small size of the environment in which our game takes place, we are able to place a greater emphasis on the details of the environments, such as the individual assets, and we're able to deliver a well-polished, high-quality player experience. And as such, in addition to this would cause our development costs to be relatively low because we don't have to spend the time and resources on scenery development.
At the moment, we have a team of 4. We're looking to expand to a team of 10. That's excluding accounting and legal counsel.
As for our finances, we're asking for a budget of $350,000. And as for our sales, based on the previous sales figures we gave, in addition to